Hi, my name is John Richards, and you just keyed in how to do a morning routine. That's why you're on my video. I've been doing morning routines now for a little over 2 years. The reason why I set up a morning routine is it seems like I was always behind all day. So what I did is, first thing I did is I just, exactly what you did, I Googled it, and I just couldn't resonate with anything that I found there. Then somebody recommended a great book to me. It was called The Morning Miracle, written by Hal Elrod. I read that book, and it changed everything. It gave me a step-by-step morning routine to kind of, set my morning up to. And then what I did is I took that morning routine and kind of made it my own. So, my morning routine goes like this. First thing you have to do, you have to decide what time you want to get up. Okay, so I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I go to bed at 10 o'clock to make sure that I can get up at 4 o'clock. So that's the first thing. Then I schedule it in my calendar. My morning routine takes about an hour and a half. So I block that into my calendar. It's not like there's anything going on at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I make sure it's there, make sure I see it, make sure, it's got me prepared to do a morning routine. So I get up at 4 o'clock. First thing I do is I go into the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wet my hair, and I get ready for the gym. Okay, then I go into the kitchen, and then I take my supplements, my morning supplements, my vitamins and this kind of thing, and then I drink water. Okay, as soon as I'm done drinking the water, I go into my office, I have a pillow laying on the floor, I sit down and I meditate for 20 minutes. If you've never meditated, this in itself is life-changing. I'll do some videos on how to meditate, at a later time, so you'll know exactly what I do. So I meditate for 20 minutes. As soon as I meditate for 20 minutes, then I visualize. I visualize my top 3 goals. Visualization works really well after a meditation because you've calmed your mind. So it's wide open. You'll see exactly what you're trying to look at when you're visualizing in your mind's eye. It really makes visualization work really well. So I visualize my top 3 goals. Then I visualize the actions I'm going to take that day, your ideal actions that you're going to take that day toward those goals. As soon as I've visualized my goals, then I do a prayer. And then I set my iPhone for 30 minutes and I read out of a book that I've already specified the night before. I know exactly what I'm going to read. I don't get up and I try to figure out what I'm going to do. I do everything by intention, okay? So I make sure, and then I like to read, self-help, personal development, that kind of thing. And I usually read 1 to 2 books at a time. Also do a reading routine in the afternoon. And I'll talk about that a little more some other time. And then as soon as I read for 30 minutes, then I'm able to, I go in and I do my gratitude journal. I write down 5 things in my gratitude journal. I do that every single day. Then as soon as I've written in my gratitude journal, I do something called a goal calibration. And what a goal calibration is I learned this from Darren Hardy, is basically I take a look at my 1-year goal, or my 1-year vision, my 1-year goal, okay, my quarterly goals, my monthly goals, my weekly goals. Then I set my 3 most valuable priorities if I haven't already set them. I like to set them the night before, but if I haven't done that, I do that then. I set those 3 priorities. I never have more than 3 mission-critical priorities. Then I block those into my calendar. And one of those priorities is always what I consider my one thing. There's another great book that I've read called The One Thing, written by Gary Keller, and it has you identify that top priority, that real needle mover, because there's usually one thing that'll move you forward more than anything else. So that's really important. And I make sure those 3 things, the one thing, I block that into my calendar, then I block in the second one, and then I block in the third one if there's time. And, so I make sure I estimate a good amount of time to do that. And I leave myself some buffer time. Okay? Once I've done that, then I plan my workout. I never go to the gym without a plan. You see people walking around the gym, they're trying to figure out what to do. I'm kind of on a mission. Again, I set an intention when I get to the gym. I have a reason to be there. I do that, and then I get out, so I don't waste any time. That's how to do a morning routine. And if you do this consistently and always look for ways to improve it, you'll have amazing results from this. Another thing that I'm doing right now is I'm doing an internet marketing business that's got massive income potential. I'm so fortunate I'm getting to work with a couple 7-figure earners in this deal. So if you're open, if you're looking for another way to make some money, or maybe looking for a career change, just click the link below. Go over to my website. You're going to see a couple guys there that'll show you exactly what we do and how we do it. They're top industry leaders in internet marketing. That's who's training me. So that's what you're going to have access to also. You're going to see exactly what we do and how we do it. And if you go through that, I'll look forward to talking to you soon on the other side. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.